Over the next few weeks, I will fight for every vote.
The surprise snap election seemed to have caught everybody off guard. Even Sunak seemed to have announced it on the hoof. But then that's his style, make a decision and then work out why afterwards.
I will earn your trust.
Tim, watching that with us, along with Ian Martin here in the studio, I've got to say you were not impressed.
But it's not just the terrible optics of a rain-soaked Sunak that seems to have undermined the Tory campaign at the starting line.
It was a brilliant summary by Kate. Look, I've been a critic of the Prime Minister, but I'm fundamentally a Conservative. I want the Conservatives to minimise the defeat at this election. I was hoping that they knew what they were doing today, but that image of the Prime Minister getting drenched, not even having the sort of sure-footedness to make a joke about it, showing a little bit of sort of humour and humanity, self-deprecation about what obviously is going to dominate the front pages of the newspapers tomorrow. Those pictures of not just a slightly damp, but a completely sodden suit that he was wearing.
Or the fact the speech was hijacked by the sound of New Labour's anthem, Things Can Only Get Better.
Why didn't they built that press conference inside Number 10, beautiful press conference, which would have avoided Labour's theme tune being played in the background. Things can only get better. And I see already over Twitter, things can only get wetter, is what everyone's saying. That will be on a few newspaper front pages tomorrow. Well, this is not the launch that the Tories wanted. And Kate's obviously hearing from a cabinet minister. My sources are more lowly than Kate's.
But it doesn't look good when there's dissension in the Tory ranks at calling the election now, when most Conservative MPs had settled into the idea of getting their campaigns ready for autumn.
Tory MPs are still furious. I'm getting messages one after another. They weren't expecting this. They don't think the timing's right. And I think the story over the next few days might partly be significantly about Tory MPs' noises of complaining about the Prime Minister.
Here's Labour MP Ben Bradshaw explaining what he heard.
And what sort of reactions were you hearing from colleagues at the other side?
I overheard a senior Conservative cabinet minister say to a Conservative colleague in the corridor, "This is extraordinarily stupid." And I think there were a lot of angry and irritated Tory MPs.
Click here for drowned Rishi Rat.